This video is brought to you by Sutco Transportation and Logistics Specialist, leaders in transportation service based on safety, innovation, and sustainability. We've got divisions in residuals, transporting wood residuals throughout Western Canada and Pacific Northwest. I've actually got video of it playing in the background here right now of BC Eco Chips, part of the Sutco family, and a Sutco truck, chip truck Super B, coming in and loading here at Midway, loading wood chips that are most likely headed to Vancouver. Sutco also has van freight, dedicated freight with heated trailers servicing Western Canada, log hauling, logging trucks servicing Southern British Columbia and the Pacific Northwest, heavy haul, transport of heavy equipment throughout North America. Last but not least, sales and logistics brokerage, 3PL, global full service transportation brokerage. Swing over to sutcotransportation.ca and check them out, what they've got for offer if you want some loads transported, or if you're looking for a class 1 trucking job. They're hiring a bunch of drivers, especially in residuals. So swing over to the website. Thank you, Sutco, for supporting us, and let's hammer down. Good morning. Little breezy out here. We are on highway number 3, as you'll see coming up. She's pretty unforgiving. You don't want to screw up on this highway. Gotta make sure you hit those corners at the right speed. Here's our load over here. The beautiful load from Kolesnikov Lumber, pretty close to max weight. Figure I'll try a different camera angle and put a camera at the top of the load, looking down at the cab. The wind noise is probably ridiculous. So let's get in the truck and go. There's a car doing a U-turn behind us. We're gonna let all the cars go. There's a white car coming. Hopefully they get the cue to move over. They did not. Very rude. Very rude. The yellow truck way back there did get the clue. Or get the cue, so did the black car. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, Highway 3 got super narrow. I think I shot this driving down this highway like 2 weeks ago or so. Where you come from and why are you so fast? And passing on a double solid line. And honestly, I'm driving too fast for this corner. So I'm driving too fast for this corner and you're passing me on a double solid line. Ridiculous. Right away, huh? That's how people write off their cars and get hurt on this highway, by doing silly stuff like that. There's so many passing lanes. You're never stuck behind a big rig very long time. Well, right now we just went from a passing lane down to a 2-lane, and this 2-lane lasts for a while, but it's never like super long. Yeah, you see the black lines on the road. Someone did a couple of 360s on the road, and all the vacant strips of the big rigs locking up their brakes. Do people just not read signs anymore? When it says suggested 60 around the corner, you don't have to do 60 on a perfectly clear day, but at least hit 80 instead of 100. So in BC, the yellow signs are suggested speeds, not the legal speed limit. So you can do 100 around these corners, but you better know exactly what you're doing if you're going to try cornering these corners at full speed. You better have a car capable of doing so. So we have a lot of rollovers on this highway. Cars, semis, RVs, everything is... There's still debris over here on the right hand side in the ditch of a camper that got rolled over and is completely destroyed. But it is a beautiful, beautiful scenic drive through the Canadian mountains. We are currently in Manning Park, headed toward Hope Slide. The Manning Park Resort is quite a bit behind us already, so we're just in the very last bit, the very west end of Manning Park. Northwest end of Manning Park. Anyhow, happy Monday. How'd your weekend go? I hope you guys had a great weekend. I know I spent most of my weekend editing last week's videos because I had to shoot 6 videos in 2 days, and I kept talking about I was going to skip Wednesday's video, and I ended up not, and then I rushed it, and then the microphone wasn't recording, and then the mount broke, and then it's like, okay, I just got to slow down. When I say I'm not going to do a Wednesday video because I only work 2 weekdays that week, I'm just not going to do a Wednesday video. I'm just going to have to not do it, because having a microphone and a camera fail on the one video made what could have been a really decent video just hot garbage. In fact, today I'm shooting my second video. I deleted the first one because my dash cam just stopped recording in the middle, so I had to hit record again, and then my microphone just acted funny, and I'm like, well, you know what? No, we're not going to be in a rush. We're going to try to shoot half decent videos and not have videos like last week Wednesday. I mean, I guess some people would say a garbage video is better than no video. I don't know. I'll see what kind of hate I got from last week Wednesday's video. How did I do? Did I make out okay? You guys check that video out? Now hopefully, the camera I put on top of the load, it doesn't have a bug splat on it already or something like that. It's like, let's try a cool new camera angle. It's a bug splat. Never mind. That's happened a few times. Like, well, I guess there goes that camera. And that's why when my dash cam stopped recording for some weird reason, I was like, if that camera failed, I can't really rely on the other cameras not failing. So I'll just start over. I just didn't like the feel. Skagit River. Tiny little creek up here. For those of you living in Washington, know Skagit River being a big, raging, roaring river. Well, over here, it's just a small little creek. It starts over here in Manning Park, British Columbia, Canada. Skagit River. hard climb here. It's only like a 4% grade, but it's really kills all your momentum. Now I wonder if we don't have a big bug splat on top of the load cam. If we don't have a big bug splat up there, I wonder if you guys get a shot down into the deep valley here. This is one of my favorite sections of Highway 3 where you're carving corners, tight road. Maybe if this works, well, I guess this doesn't, it'll be rare that the load shot like this works, where you have a load that's tiered in a way where I can put the camera up there like that, but I should try more often. It is a beautiful viewpoint. A little bit of haze from the forest fires. There's a forest fire behind us in Manning Park. It's pretty far off from the highway, so it's not really bothering us. That section's done. Now we get a passing lane here. I'm not sure how many cars are behind us, but there's definitely a line. So I'm going to really take my time going down this section and let everybody by. Although I'll probably regret it as soon as we get back down on the flats, because often I'm faster than they are once we get in the flat section. It's a curvy flat section. It's a beautiful curvy flat section. Tourists sometimes can be pretty slow. Well, there's a whole motorcycle group back there. I don't know if it's a club or just casual riders. Nice and slow here. Oh boy, that's a long line. Looks like a casual group. I might as well pull over. The line's too long, man. I'm not going to get it in. Even driving like half the speed limit, you're not going to get it in. Go. We managed it. Holy smokes. Traffic is crazy today. The lines just grow so big behind you so fast. I don't know why I decided to speed up there. That was a little silly of me. She's a tight corner. Wouldn't take much to roll over on this corner. All right, hammer down. I do the next section all the way to Hope Slide, full speed limit, but I suspect some of the cars in front of us won't, so we'll just follow them. Even if we're doing 90 kilometers an hour, we'll be fine. Love this section of highway following the river over here. So we're no longer following Skagit River. This Skagit River kind of goes to our left and behind us, keeps going down that way. Right at that 50 kilometer tight corner, there's a Y in the river. This little river flows into the Skagit River, whatever it's called, I don't know. It comes from Hope Slide. All the swampy area up there at the slide. It's a beautiful day, 23 degrees Celsius up here. It was 32 on the bottom. So nice and cool compared to the bottom of the hill. I was hot and sweaty down there, and it feels quite comfortable up here. I mean, I got the AC going, but even outside it's quite comfortable. Supposed to be getting a heat wave coming at us soon, but got to take advantage of this colder air while we can. So yeah, we picked up this load in, well, north of Castlegar by Thrums, and delivering it to Mitchell Island, call it Modern Reload. Delivering this over there. I've got an appointment for the morning. Bouncy. Man, what a beautiful park. I forget, sometimes I forget. We drive this highway so often, I forget what kind of a beautiful park we live in. You guys want to see Hope Slide again? Like at the brake check, I need to check my brakes. You want me to drive up to the top of the hill again today? We're approaching it here pretty quick. I could drive to the top of the hill. With all these tourists though, hopefully I have room to turn around. It might get tricky. We'll see if they park in a reasonable way. On the right-hand side over here, you can see the old Engineers Road. I guess you can't really see it from this angle, but there's a little pullout over here. You can actually walk up the old original Engineers Road. I guess the Engineers Road was used to carry all the supplies up to build this road. I guess it was originally built just to survey this road, survey the mountains and figure out where the actual highway would be built. I guess back then it was just a single lane dirt road that got built through here. almost out of Manning Park here. See the entrance sign, it'll be on our right hand side. It's a little rest area stop there. A big wooden carving of a marmot. Marmots, if you don't know what a marmot is, it's like a groundhog, but like the size of a very big cat or a small dog. Not even the tiny dog, just groundhogs are, let's say you have a very big fat cat. That's the size of a groundhog. Not a groundhog, of a marmot. So it's much, much bigger than a groundhog. I guess not much, much bigger, but yeah. Right over here on the right hand side. We're now leaving Manning Park. Debating passing this RV, but there's cars coming up behind us, and I'm like, we'll just let off the throttle. Coming up to our brake check anyway. Kind of weird how the dash cam makes the mountains in the background look small and far away, and the load cam makes the mountains look a lot bigger. Huh. I got it facing down a lot more. It's tilted down, but it's not zoomed in anymore, but it sure feels zoomed in. Here's Sunshine Valley, big RV park. A lot of people bring their kids and quads and little dirt bikes and play around on the right hand side here on those little trails. I'm not sure how they cross the road. I don't know if they go under the road. Yeah, maybe they do, right here. Is this? Yeah, there's a trail underneath the road. So you can take your little quads across the road and play around on that big open area. Just a safe little trail it's fenced in. I see little kids booting around on their little toy dirt bikes in that area all the time. It's like parents can feel comfortable with their kids booting around having fun. Here's the swampy area. So all this water flows down into the Skagit River. Really quite windy. I guess I suspect somebody's going to ask, what's that big IQ thing on the back of your truck? It's a piece of garbage and just weight I carry around for no reason. It's a bunk AC that worked 3 years ago when the company first bought this truck. It worked for 1 year, and then every spring since then, well, okay, so it worked the very first summer. The second summer, it didn't work. We had it going into repair shop over and over and over. It didn't work. In fall, they finally got it to work. The second summer, it went into the shop over and over and over again to try to get it fixed, and it finally worked in fall. And this spring, I didn't bother. It just doesn't work. I don't care. I'll deal with the hot temperatures. I'm just not driving to the shop every weekend, over and over and over and over, having my company spend tons of money on a piece of junk. I've asked the company to just take it off and remove it, and they're like, no, we'd rather fix it for driver comfort. I'm like, but we won't. I'm not going to bring it up, and you guys are going to forget. And that's my fault, but I want it just removed. All right, let's go up to the viewpoint. I'll do my brake check up there. So this is a massive, massive, massive landslide. The old Highway 3 is actually underneath this landslide. And if memory serves correct, 2 people lost their lives in this landslide. There's a bus driver that was praised as a hero because he started seeing some rocks falling on the roads, stopped his bus, hit the brakes, and backed up and saved a whole busload of people. So try not to dust these people out. There's a big sign there kind of showing where the highway used to be. But yeah, just a massive, massive chunk of rock all came down the valley and came up onto this side of the valley, went all the way through the valley and up on this side. There used to be airplane wreckage at the top, but I don't see it anymore. They're trying to deal with their pup. I'm going to go this way and do my brake check. Take a walk up this little hill of pavement. So I guess when they were repaving somewhere, they must have just ground up, because you can see yellow line sections in here. Yellow line sections. So this is all old highway aggregate. Not sure what you would call it. Try to turn around so that the wind doesn't hit my microphone. But yeah, up there, that whole mountain ended up coming down and sitting right here where we are. The old highway is, actually you can see the old highway. So I don't know if it's easy to see, but I think it's better to see from here further back. You can see the old Highway 3 coming down in there into the rock. So there's literally like 100 feet of rock, if not more. I have to look at the sign over top of the Highway 3. And then Highway 3 went downhill into the valley on that side. So lots and lots and lots of rock. beautiful, beautiful valley though, and such a beautiful day. Word of advice when you guys are visiting BC, come in June and the first week, 2 weeks of July. I know we're way into July now, but it's really hit and miss. You could have a beautiful day like this, a little bit of haze, but you could also have a completely smoked out, airplane tickets canceled, your reservations all canceled type of vacation as well. So it seems like most tourists hit us end of July and August. And I highly, highly recommend doing it earlier in the year, because earlier in the year it is wetter, so you might get some more rain. It is colder if you want to do a lot of swimming. Just know that if you're going to plan a vacation the last 2 weeks of July or August, there is a good chance it will be thick smoke, a good chance that the place you're staying is evacuated. Like, what is it, 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? 1/3 of Jasper burnt down. No one's safe. Thank you, car. Appreciate that. Let's go down the mountain. Head down into Hope. Alright, fan on. Grab 13th gear, I think, will be good. Engine brakes on full. 7% grade. They're suggesting trucks go 70. I'm doing 60. With the weight of my load, 70 is a little too fast. Here's a sign: slow trucks use four-way flashers. That's for all of those you guys that keep saying that I forgot to turn my flashers off. Legally have to have them on when I'm slow. Lane in 1,000 meters. Runaway lane 500 meters. Excuse me. can just cut that out later, right? As if I got the time to figure out where I cleared my throat. I don't actually watch these videos when I edit them. I just scrub through them. And just visually go, which camera looks prettiest right now? They got a big wall over here to kind of stop rocks. Continuously always have rock slides over here. We've got a big wall that is made out of like 4x12s or something like that. Big beams. Reliable towing. Looks like a nice stable tow. Sometimes you see a tow and it's all wiggly and wobbly, but reliable seems, well, they seem reliable. It's in the name, isn't it? Rockwork, Highway 3, June 26th to August 15th. Expect 30-minute closures. Upshift here soon. Right about here. Slowly let the truck gain speed. Excuse me. Now when we hit the speed limit at the bottom. Four-way flashers off. And we're not even going to hit the speed limit at the bottom. I could have started upshifting a little sooner. Pretty close though, 95 kilometers an hour. Oh, you know what? There's a little dip here. Yeah, we're going to hit 100. Fan off. Ah, nice and quiet again. That worked out pretty darn good. That last little bit gained me a lot more speed than I expected. I see brake lights. I don't know if that just means everybody's slowing down for the construction zone or if they actually have stop traffic ahead. Nah, just slowing down. It's alright. I'm going to start slowing down too. Or I've already started slowing down. Okay, this might be a bit of a longer video, but we're going to finish Highway 3. Let's finish off Highway number 3. Starting to speed up. I'm like, no. Why am I speeding up for? Just because the cars in front of me are speeding up doesn't mean I should. Wait till we're through the construction zone. So the exit to get onto Highway 5, the Coquihalla, Highway Through Hell, actually is closed. So if you're trying to go from Manning Park onto the Coquihalla, you have to drive down into Hope and then do a U-turn down there and then drive back up. Exit down into Hope, drive through Hope and come eastbound through Hope. Drive over top of highway number 5 right here. So this is the beginning of the Coquihalla to our right hand side, this bridge right here. Coquihalla starts right here and goes northbound to the right. We're westbound, and the Coquihalla joins highway 3. So right here is the Coquihalla joining Highway 3. Even though Highway 3 is the one that has to merge onto the other highway, we are still on Highway 3. Let's grab a gear here. You think you're like you're off the mountains coming into Hope, you're done with steep grades? No. Highway 1 is open. Travel advisory in effect. There's a big forest fire further north on Highway 1. Taken an allergy pill. Apparently I'm allergic to everything outside. So if you want to go on the Coquihalla, you have to exit over here, drive down there, and then turn around in Hope and go behind us. I guess you could just go underneath that pass and then climb up. Yeah, that would work. Under that overpass. So now, that weird merge, how we merged onto a different highway, but we were still on the same highway. The next merge is even weirder. We're just driving on this highway, and all of a sudden we go from Highway 3 to Trans-Canada Highway number 1, and we just stay on this highway. Here's the exit onto Trans-Canada Highway 1 if you want to head north, technically eastbound. Next overpass here is Trans-Canada Highway 1. Here we go. Highway 3 BC end. Underneath us is Trans-Canada Highway 1. And westbound Trans-Canada Highway 1 is that minivan with all the bikes merging onto the highway. Now we are off of Highway 3 on Trans-Canada Highway 1. That's all of Highway 3. We have slowly worked, over the last couple of months, every time we've taken Highway 3 westbound, I've shown you guys a little bit further down the road on Highway 3, just a little further down the road, a little further down the road, and we have finally come to an end. I guess the only thing I have to do now is, every time we're eastbound, I start recording from here, Hope, and we make it all the way to Medicine Hat. I have to do that in our personal vehicle, but maybe we could someday finish all of Highway 3, put it on a separate playlist. You guys want that? You guys want a separate playlist of just Highway 3? If you guys hit Highway 3 video, you would get a complete playthrough. I could even edit them together so that there's fewer videos. Make like 8-hour long videos and click them together. That seems kind of like fun. Use up a lot of space on the laptop. I could probably do that. Do a special release of a Highway 3 video that's 8 hours long, like we do on the other channel, except this time talking. I guess I'd want to make sure I mention the dates so that we can see the difference in landscape as we go through on different days. Yeah, that might be kind of fun. I like the idea. I don't know if I'll start right away, but I like the idea. Ian, you've got me that book there talking about BC highways and stuff. I should read up more on that and share some of the Highway 3 history while we do that. It might be a terrible idea, but it seems like a fun idea to me right now. But anyway, we are on Trans-Canada Highway 1. Not always a big 4-lane highway, but it is the biggest highway through Canada. It goes all the way from Victoria, BC, all the way to St. John's, Newfoundland. You could also say it starts in Haida-Gwaii, northern BC, and Trans-Canada Highway 16 goes all the way from there to St. John's, Newfoundland, and then it takes a couple of bigger detours through Ontario as well. But it's the major, it is the only highway that goes from coast to coast. And no, it's not a big freeway. It is a big freeway on some sections like here, but a lot of it's just 2-lane highway. I mean, a lot of it's 4-lane too. They've been working on really 4-laning Trans-Canada, but especially Highway 16, that's mostly just 2-lane. Anyhow, this is already a long video, so we'll call it a day here. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope the new camera angle worked really cool. I mean, it's not a new camera angle, it's just this load. I guess it is a new camera angle. This load just was the right opportunity to use that camera up on top of the load. It's not very often we get that, so hope you guys like that. For now, I am out of here. You guys absolutely rock.